You know you got to stream too, bro.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the
It's raining
Baltimore
like fuck out
Ravens.
here.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at
Yeah, same to you, bro. Same to you.
30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go. Hey, easy. We go orange. White, easy. White is hot. Baylor tight. Go. Hey, Kappa. Set.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Grenade. Run. Set. Grenade. Run. Run. Go.
Herbert now. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Herbert. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some coverage downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the first down.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Set. Black 80. Crowd right. Hey, ram. 5-9. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got it for a Panther
They
touchdown.
bullshitting. I played around everything.
Ja'Tavion Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are on the board
It's a good ball, though, bro.
on the road here in Baltimore. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They set up the screen for Henry. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Hey, Alpha, tonight.
They go play action with Jackson. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Crowd right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Coker from 10 yards out. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, ram. Step.
Play action. It's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Go. Hey, ram.
Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now 2nd and 9. The right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Ravens 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 27-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Crowd right.
Now it's Herbert. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. This is caught inside the 15.
God damn.
Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
The score Panthers 20, Ravens 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
DC, ready? Hey, middle. 180. Good. 180. 180. Nice shot.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
To kick off for Carolina.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
180.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rhodes. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
180. 180.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's another. Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Henry. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
After on the 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
This is 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. Set.
Herbert. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Etienne, 59 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Panthers 28, Ravens 14.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means...
And now off to the races down the right outside. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Score Panthers 28, Ravens 20.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I want to quit, ready? Go ahead. Ready? Yeah.
Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Rhodes. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 38 yards. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2. Here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cap it.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Again, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Go.
Now Herbert. That is incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd down.
Crowd right. Set. 5-9. Go, fellas. 12. 21. Let's go.
Herbert gonna throw. Throw left side complete. That's George. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go lion. Set. Go.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Go.
Herbert. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Herbert to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the two-point conversion. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Jackson. And we'll go right back to Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Captain.
Throwing, Herbert. St. Brown on the catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
5
One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, what a thrilling fourth quarter this one was.
Good game, bro.
I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
That was a good game, nigga.
So for the Ravens, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I've been getting my ass beat late. I guess so. Shit, that's what's up.